Yo, what up, fam? Heard you was trying to get in touch with me.
Yeah, shit, Will, you gotta sit down and discuss with me.
It's your boy Buck Breeze, Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. It's bad for your health. Yo, I'm a shake boy, shake time. So you know what it is, man. I can't hit y'all with something fire. Nah, man, give you a little something for your mental. Then we gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm talking about? I got moves to make, man. Bags to get. You heard me? So, yo, today we got something official. We got the most bizarre crimes of 2023. Now, you already know, man. It's been some wild shit happening in 2023. So, we're going to see what's up. We're going to see what this one about to do. I know this about to be crazy. Especially with these. What's going on? Like my boy got on lipstick or some shit. What the fuck? Yeah, you know, white boy lipstick on all that. I don't know. They definitely done probably did some weird crime, though. Let's see what's good, man. Let's see what's popping with this. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Time is money. We can't get $1 back, baby. So we about to move on, see what's good. See what's up, man.
One of these teens was allegedly upset about a poor grade, and soon he and a friend will be on trial for murder.
The most bizarre crimes in 2023. We're already halfway through 2023. What better time than now to take a look back at some of the strangest cases we've seen this year? Disclaimer. All content in this video is for general information purposes only. Number 1. Alex Murdaugh. Alex Murdaugh was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 91 other criminal charges related to money laundering and
91 other criminal charges? Fuck, nigga.
Computer crimes. On June 7th, 2021, the of 52-year-old Margaret Murdaugh and her younger son Paul shattered the community of Low Country in South Carolina. Alex Murdaugh had a solid alibi. He'd been spending time with his mother, who has Alzheimer's disease, and her caregiver that day. It was when he returned that he found his wife and son beside the dog kennel, dead from multiple gunshots.
And the dog kennel? That's white people shit. You kill your family and put them in a dog kennel? Like, what type of shit?
For weeks, police arrested no suspects, leaving neighbors to wonder who would have targeted the well-connected legal family whose father, grandfather, and great-grandfather were each elected as top prosecutors in the region. It didn't help when 2 months later, Alex was almost caught up in a drive-by shooting.
That's why he thought he'd get away with that shit, because the family was prosecutors in the region. They top prosecutors. He thought they wasn't gonna prosecute his ass.
Alex was driving in Hampton County when his car had a flat tire. He pulled over and was trying to change the tire of his car when a pickup truck drove past, turned around, and the person inside opened fire. Alex was injured and flown for treatment. It seemed like somebody was targeting the Murdaugh family, yet police did nothing. In the following year, details of his financial trouble were a topic of the press, and it seemed like the world was against him. Then, in July 2022, Alex Murdaugh was arrested and charged with of his wife and son. Before then, the police had already found out that Alex had enlisted a friend and distant cousin, Curtis Edward Smith, to shoot at him. Alex said that he asked—
Hold the fuck up. I know this fool ain't get a nigga to shoot at him. Just so he could make it look like somebody was after the family. You trying to tell me this dude killed his motherfucking wife and his son, put him in a dog kennel, shot him up, then pay his boy? Oh, they outside with the bikes right now. Shit getting lit, huh? I'm gonna have to jump on my bike too. Anyway, so he paid his boy to come shoot at him? Nah. I know this ain't real.
Asked his cousin to shoot him in the head and make it look like a suicide, so his—
What the fuck? Did he just say he paid his cousin to shoot him in the head? Oh.
Before then, the police had already found out that Alex had enlisted a friend and distant cousin, Curtis Edward Smith, to shoot at him. Alex said that he asked his cousin to shoot him in the head and make it look like a suicide, so his other son could cash out on his life policy. Curtis—
I'm confusing the motherfucker right here. He calls it, hey yo, Kurt, I'm gonna need you to shoot me in the head, you know? So, my son collect the light. Like, what the fuck? Yo, dude. Yo, man, this is some, what type of weird, honky, you know what?
and Alex were charged with aggravated assault, assisting in a suicide, attempt and insurance fraud. At his trial for his wife and son's deaths,
how in the world is it sued if somebody else do it? I don't think that could be listed as that. If somebody else do it, it's red rum, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, man? I'm confused here.
Alex pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors have said that he shot
He pleaded not.
at Maggie and Paul multiple times with different guns before leaving, and then tried to create an alibi and made the call to 911. The reason, 6 weeks before her death, Alex's wife Maggie consulted a divorce lawyer in Charleston to discuss ending her marriage. On March 2nd, 2023, after only 3 hours of deliberation, the jury found Alex guilty on 2 counts of and 2 counts of possession of a during a violent crime. The nail in the coffin was a short video where Alex's voice was heard in the dog kennel minutes before his wife and son were murdered.
Quit, Cash. Come. Quit. It's okay. Come here. Come on, man. Come here, Cash.
This dude's crazy. What in the hell?
Post it. Cash.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
Damn, Bubba.
Yeah, right after the dog caught a bird, he fucking put her and the rest of the kids inside the dog kennel and killed them.
Come here, Cash. Come here, Bubba. Cash. Quit.
The murder drummed up such public interest that the verdict was transmitted live across the United States on major broadcast and cable news networks. He was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences. Some months later, Alex was back in court, indicted on 22 counts of money laundering, wire fraud, and bank fraud. He pleaded not guilty, but there's still another case pending.
He getting a book thrown at him. This dude is done.
Against him. Back in February 2018, Gloria Satterfield, a nanny and housekeeper who had worked for Alex and his family for more than 20 years, fell at their home and died from her injuries several weeks later. Alex was distraught for her surviving sons and sued himself for wrongful death. He took out
What?
commercial insurance and then collected more than $4.3 million from the insurance claim. But
Oh shit! Hold up! Did he just hit the top scam of the year? Hold up!
and housekeeper who had worked for Alex and his family for
Hold
he
up.
pleaded not guilty, but there's still another case pending against him. Back in February 2018, Gloria Satterfield, a nanny and housekeeper who had worked for Alex and his family for more than 20 years, fell at their home and died from her injuries several weeks later. Alex was distraught for her surviving sons and sued himself for wrongful death. He took out commercial insurance and then collected more than $4.3 million from the insurance claim. But in September 2021, her son said they never got a dime. Also, there
Shit! Yo! My boy hit the ill scam and took the bread and ran off. He sued for them and took the bread and slid $4 million. Listen, if you thought he was getting some of that, if you thought he was gonna give up some of that $4 million, you crazy. This dude already was on his bullshit. That was a kind of a good move he did, though, if you think about that. Am I too high or am I not comprehending this right, what he just did? Somebody slipped and fell in his house. He felt bad for them, sued himself for wrongful death for the kid and kept them. Yo, this shit's crazy.
There's a little thing about Gloria's death. There was no autopsy. Plus, her death was listed as natural instead of an accidental fall, which made the police wonder if she'd been murdered for a different reason. The police said in June 2022 they planned to exhume Miss Satterfield's body
Shit gets deeper.
after receiving permission from her family. Thanks to his dog Bubba, Alex Murdaugh's got his just dessert after many years of playing fast and loose. But if Victoria Nazarova ever offers you a cake, you better think twice. Number 2, Victoria
That was fucking crazy.
Nazarova. Victoria Nazarova was charged with second-degree attempted unlawful imprisonment and attempted assault in the first degree. Olga Civic worked as an eyelash stylist. It was the kind of job you never expected to make any enemies or find yourself waking up to see your sister asking you why you tried to commit suicide But that was exactly what happened to Olga on the 28th of August, 2016. Olga had taken the day off of work and was making the most of it when she got a call from a long-term client, Victoria Nazrova. Victoria said she was going on her vacation and needed an emergency eyelash repair. When Olga told her it was her day off, Victoria pleaded with her to allow her to come over and get it done. Olga obliged. Victoria came around to her Forest Hills home.
Tell you, boy, girls with them eyelashes, man, they be going crazy when they need them shits done. And they do all that shit to get them done. And then they wake up the next morning and be like 4 eyelashes laying on the pillow and shit. Or the eyelash be on their face like this and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
holding little something for Olga, 3 pieces of cheesecake, eating 2 slices herself, Victoria offered the third to Olga. Olga obliged. Minutes later,
yo, did she get her on some movie shit that smooth? Like, yeah, you know, I got some cheesecake. Fuck 2 pieces of cheesecake up. She already know the third one. She done probably pumped some shit in it. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there eating 2 pieces. Oh, that was good. I'm full now. You want the third piece? Here you go. You gotta eat the third piece. Your ass falling out somewhere.
she felt sick and started to vomit. She then laid down and slipped into unconsciousness. Her last memory was seeing Victoria walking around her room. It was her sister who found her the next day, lying in bed, wearing
Victoria's trying to rob her ass? Or something?
lingerie with pills scattered on the floor, looking like she tried to commit suicide. She
Yo! Oh, Victoria ass is off the hook.
immediately called an ambulance just in time. Doctors told her that an hour more, Olga would have died. 3 days later,
I'm about to say,
she returned home
that picture definitely looked like somebody was dead. I'm about to say,
from the hospital and found out that her Ukrainian passport, $4,000 in cash, and employment authorization card were missing, along
oh shit. Oh, Victoria was on her shit. She was a whole motherfucking scammer slammer.
with other valuables. When the NYPD learned about the details of the case, they came to her house to check for any
This shit happened in New York?
pieces of cheesecake they could test. By luck, the container was still there with a few pastry crumbs inside. When it was tested, it came back to contain phenazepam, a powerful sedative
That's a pen.
found primarily in Russia. They tried to find Victoria,
She brought her drug from Russia to do her business. She brought some Russian shit down here and killed the girl with it? Oh man, this girl's off the hook.
but she was long gone. When Victoria returned to work, she found out that she was not the only person Victoria had targeted and poisoned. Another of her clients had suffered the same fate. He had been knocked out for 2 days.
Oh, they must have pissed her ass off. She said, I'm taking all you bitches out.
She robbed him of his cash, credit cards, and went on a shopping
And she robbing all of them. She giving them that fucking deli ass slice of cheesecake and they're robbing their ass, going shopping with their shit. Is she send that money back home to Russia? Or is she just staying in the States and shit doing that shit? You gotta be careful, man. Russian girls, man. Cheesecake.
spree. But poisoning and stealing was not all Victoria was up to. Back in 2014, while Victoria still lived in Russia, her neighbor, 54-year-old Alla Alexing, mysteriously disappeared. Victoria was able to steal Alla's life savings and get out of Russia before
Oh, this is what she do. Victoria's a career criminal. She be motherfucking drugging bitches, robbing them, and killing them. Like, this is what she do, unaliving people. Like, she ain't playing around. This is part of her game, man. Yo.
Alla's body, or what was left of her, was found months later burned down to the bones and buried 2 miles from her home. Interpol issued an international alert for Victoria, but they could never locate her. In 2017, Nadia Ford, Alla's daughter, decided to hire a private investigator to find Victoria. On March 20th, 2017, the private investigator found her using selfies where she had on mirrored lenses. That very day, Victoria was arrested. In her house, they found multiple handbags,
Got her.
a ring, and multiple pieces of identification.
Huh. That's her ID, y'all.
All belonging to Olga Civic. The detectives were immediately struck by how similar the 2 women looked. They were convinced that the poison that Victoria gave Olga wasn't just to knock her out. It was to kill her so she could take her identity. Victoria pleaded not guilty, but
I figured that's what she was doing, taking identities and shit. Wow, from Russia. She came all the way from Russia doing this shit. Landed in Brooklyn doing this shit. Russian woman in Brooklyn. Killing chicks and taking out unaliving, I'm sorry. Russian woman in Brooklyn unaliving and taking identities. This is nuts.
The case against her was solid, and she was found guilty. As she
I never
learned
even
her
heard about
fate,
this.
Victoria had one thing to say to the judge.
Yo, the one thing Victoria had to say to the judge was "fuck you."
She was sentenced to 21 years in prison.
Ooh, Victoria looked like she looked like she be on some bullshit. I ain't even gonna front. She looked like something like she be on some bullshit. You see her, you'd be like, she's a little sketchy.
Prison. After her sentence, she'll be deported to Russia to answer for the murder of Alla Alasinko. A cake from Victoria.
Russia gonna smoke her ass. She not gonna go out. You know how Russia do you. They not playing. They gonna smoke her ass. Look, she said she about to cry thinking about going to Russia. That's the thought that you get when they tell you they gonna send you to Russia. That's how your face look.
Nashrova could cost you some coins, but giving a bad grade to Willard Miller will cost his teacher a whole lot more. Number 3, Willard Miller.
That was crazy. That was crazy. A Russian chick in Brooklyn taking identities and unaliving. Like, she's going crazy. That's wild. That's wild. Oh man, look at these two. I bet they done definitely did some old wild shit.
And Jeremy Goodell. Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodell were charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit forcible felony. On the night of November 2nd, 2021, 66-year-old Noema Graber
What the hell these damn boys done did to this little old lady?
was reported missing. The 66-year-old mother of 3 had gone for her after-school daily walk and just never returned. But the next day, her badly beaten body would be found in
These little stupid white boys done try to mug this little old lady. They crazy.
Chautauqua Park in Fairfield, Iowa, hidden under a tarp, wheelbarrow, and railroad ties. The
Aw,
whole community
man.
reeled
They did her dirty.
in shock. Noema was a well-regarded educator and leader
Look, she's a little old lady. Just a little old lady, man.
in the town. No one could understand why anyone would want her dead. Just 2 days
See?
later, the most unlikely suspects would emerge. 2 teenagers, Jeremy Goodell and Willard Miller, were students at
Got him.
the Fairfield High School, the same school that Noema taught at. Willard was in Noema's Spanish class. 2 weeks earlier, he'd gotten a bad grade in her class. Willard never had a bad grade. His mother could swear by it.
Did he have A's or B's in the rest of his classes?
Pretty much,
Okay, so Spanish was the one he was struggling with, is that right?
yes.
For 2 weeks, he followed his teacher's movements from school and mapped out her
Yo, he killed her because she gave the dude a bad grade? Yo, what's wrong with these dudes, man?
grade. His mother could swear by it.
Did he have A's or B's in the rest of his classes?
Pretty much,
Okay, so Spanish was the one he was struggling with, is that right?
yes.
For 2 weeks, he followed his teacher's movements from school and mapped
Trying to tell me this dude really killed his teacher because she gave him a bad grade? Dude, you gonna get a lot of bad grades in school. What the fuck? Man, these dudes be tripping, man. I know he ain't killed his little lady over a bad grade. Like, for real, for real? Beat his ass.
For 2 weeks, he followed his teacher's movements from school and mapped out her movements. On the day Noema
You
was she met
stalking ass little weirdo. Look at him. He a stalking little weirdo, man.
with Willard to discuss the grade he had received in her Spanish class. Willard was angry at the low score and how it would affect his overall GPA, and he swore at her. After the
Change my fucking grade, I'm gonna kick your ass. Then he probably just fucking went crazy on her and shit. You fucking bitch. No, you know what I'm saying? Little white boy probably just went crazy.
meeting, Noema drove to the park, left her car in the parking lot, and she went on her walk. She had no idea she was being followed. At some point during her walk, William and Jeremy ambushed her with a baseball bat and bludgeoned her to death. They then
With a baseball bat, too? Yo. Homeboy hit his boy up and was like, yo, this bitch, she don't want to give me a good grade. He like, well, yo, my grades ain't that bad. He like, well, yeah, man, if my grade's bad, then, you know, she gonna do this to you, too. So we gotta get her now. My grades used to be good. He done talked this boy into going with this dumb shit.
got in her car and drove off, deserting it at a dead-end rural road. The two were tried as adults. Willard pleaded guilty and has been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility
Got him.
Possibility of parole after 35 years. Jeremy is set to be sentenced next month. Both of them will also be ordered to pay $150,000 in restitution to the Graber family. Willard Miller's
Where they getting that from? Well, they must gonna make the parents pay that. That's some old rich people shit. Cause where the fuck they gonna get that money from?
bad grades landed him in way more trouble than he thought. Too bad Tim Norman wasn't thinking when he got a for a hitman's job. Number 4, Tim Norman.
Yeah, that was wild out. That was like crazy, man. Killed your teacher. She gave you a bad grade, dude. Like, he was never gonna make it in life. Like, he was never gonna make it somewhere. Actually, good they call his little ass now, because later on in the future, that dude mess around and make it to college or a job, he gonna be pissed off. He get a bad evaluation. Oh shit, he would have been somebody you'd have been hearing about coming in the goddamn workplace going crazy, trying to unalive everything. Yeah, man. No, he needed that. What's up with Tim Norman?
Tim Norman was charged with for hire and conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. Oprah Winfrey Network's Welcome to Sweetie Pies was a reality show that ran for 5
Whoa! I remember that dude.
seasons. It starred the family of Robbie Montgomery, an original Ikette with Tina Turner and backup singer for many famous artists like Stevie Wonder, Barbra Streisand, and the Rolling Stones. The show focused on the running of their collection of soul food restaurants, Sweetie Pies.
Did y'all know dude was in jail for murder? I didn't know that.
The show featured many of the family members, including her grandson, Andre Montgomery Jr. Andre's episodes showed his move from Texas to the St. Louis area, struggles in school, as well as a visit to the grave of his father, Andre Montgomery Sr., who died in a shooting. But on the night of March 14, 2016, the 21-year-old met a similar fate in a studio not far from where his father had been. The entire family mourned and grieved his loss, including his uncle, Tim Norman. Tim was in a TV show, but life hadn't always been great for him. At 17, he and another teen were charged with a series of felonies after they robbed 2 McDonald's and an auto.
Dude was running around robbing McDonald's? Yo, I didn't even know he's a wild boy like that.
Parts store and fluorescent at gunpoint. He got out after 10 years and then began working at Sweetie Pies with his mother. When the show premiered, Tim's history in prison was featured several times on the show. After Andre's death, Tim and his mother shot an episode showing the first time they would see where Andre had been shot.
This is it?
Yeah, shit.
They say he came out and used the phone, so they had to shoot him right here on this porch.
We've lost a lot of family members here on this street. Andre, as of late, and then before Andre, my father. And in between that was Lyndon's son, Monique's brother, Aaron, who was like my brother, and it's all on this one street.
And they had it, that was kind of hard, man. They had it bad.
A few blocks from each other.
He even broke into tears on screen. So jaws dropped when he was arrested and charged in connection with his nephew's murder. Turns out Tim hired.
This dude was frauding the whole time, yo. That's crazy. They had it hard. It was right there, going on right in their own family.
An exotic dancer named Terica Ellis, and armed with a burner phone, he masterminded an elaborate plot to collect Andre's life insurance money. The plan was years in the making. 3 years earlier,
This nigga plotted. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up with people for this life insurance money, man? I know that's a big scam, but goddamn, like, really?
when Andre was 18, Tim had obtained a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew and named himself as the sole beneficiary. And
Try to tell me he plotted this whole thing out. But when he was a youngin', yo, we gonna get this life insurance policy. Yo, you gotta be careful with your boys, man. Your family members suck up to, yo, man, got some life insurance? Yo, when somebody asks you from now on, man, if you got some life insurance, you might want to look at him like, yo, this dude came to his nephew when he was young, like, yo, got some life insurance? Like, nah, man, I ain't got nothing. He like, you know what? We gonna get you some. Take it in his head. I'm gonna get this dude some life insurance in case I ever gotta get rid of this nigga. It's gonna be beneficial to me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's a wicked world, man.
And a week after the murder, he was ready to collect and was already calling the insurance company. On March 2nd, 2023, 43-year-old Tim was sentenced to life in prison. Getting a stripper for
Got him.
a hitman's job really bit Tim Norman in the ass. But that's not as stupid as what Anthony Rhoda did
That was some, yo, what's up, man? People is wilding, man. He was a wild dude, man. Wild boy, man. Life in the prison cell, man. You get that for that, though.
In the mountains for 2 years. Number 5, Anthony Rhoda. Anthony Rhoda was charged with...
Okay, Anthony. Y'all want to try to guess what he did? My boy look a little crazy. Like, you want to try to guess what he did? He probably done did some more wild shit. If I just had to guess what he did by the way he looks, I'm going to go and say that this man probably chopped off somebody's head, put it inside of something, went home, did something weird to his girl. The police found out when they caught up with him. Turns out to be the whole time that he been doing this his whole life. Now let's see, because this nigga look crazy.
Second-degree murder, 10 counts of attempted murder, and 5 counts of second-degree...
Am I a judge of character or what? 10 counts? You this what he do. Look at his face. He look crazy. That's what I'm saying. Yo, man, when you look at some people, you kind of tell the type of things they be on. You know what I'm saying? You got some time to sit back and just look and watch people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, Ski. Word up.
Burglary. When 35-year-old research assistant Tristan Baldet took his 2- and 4-year-old daughters out camping in Malibu Creek Park just outside LA and went to sleep, he had no idea he'd seen them for the last time when he went to sleep that night. On June 22nd, 2018,
dude kidnapping kids?
The 2 girls woke up to find their father dead from a shot in the head. As news of the murder gained ground, more and more people...
He must have owed this dude some money. I think he owed the wrong dude some bread.
Came out complaining about the shootings in the greater Malibu area. A hiker had been shot in the arm in 2016 as he lay asleep in a hammock.
What in the world was he shot with? Sheesh.
7 car owners reported their cars getting shot at while driving in the area. Just 4 days before Tristan was killed, another car had been shot at. There was also a rash of break-ins on homes in the...
Oh, they must have formed some type of gang out there or something. And that gang on some shit like, yo, listen, man, this where we at, this our world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come through here, you gotta check in. You know what I'm saying?
Area. The
I think so.
Dubbed him the Malibu shooter, and an all-out manhunt was declared. Months later, in October, there was a break-in reported at the Calabasas Community Center. As police swept over the area, they found fresh boot prints and followed them until they found a suspicious man walking hurriedly. He was wearing black, carrying a backpack and a rifle. They stopped the man, who identified himself as Anthony Rhoda.
What you think he was doing?
Anthony had a lengthy criminal record, including multiple convictions for illegal weapons possession in Los Angeles and Ventura counties. He also previously lived
He was just a criminal.
in Florida and Texas, where he was convicted of assault. He had done 2 stints in prison and was out on parole. Anthony was taken in and sentenced to 100 days in county jail for ammunition violations. Investigators...
Oh, I thought that was another dude named Anthony. My bad. I didn't realize it's the same guy. I'm about to say, like, God damn. This dude Anthony off the hook. He must have part of some type of Mexican cartel or something.
Soon found his camping ground and located many stolen items, as well as 2 loaded 9mm, linking him to the shootings in the area. Anthony was slammed with murder charges.
It's just me. He look different in that picture. I guess that's the same guy, but when he got caught, he must have been high up on that. You know what I'm saying? He must have been high up on that get right. Because look at his eyes, man. He was either he was pissed off or he was high as hell. Of course he was mad. Anybody's mad, you get caught by the police. But in that picture, he don't look as mad. You know what I'm saying? In this picture, whatever he was on right here, yeah, he did it. Whatever they say he did it. Just by the way he looked, he did it. That's it, man. That's it.
And investigators believed it was Anthony who was the drifter who survived by breaking into homes and stealing food. But he'd upped the ante by shooting at people. At his first court appearance, Anthony...
Did he think that was a good idea? I think he thought that he was doing something slick by shooting at people while he doing break-ins, like he covering it up. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, you know, the shootings is happening along with the break-ins because there's some random people coming out here shooting and breaking in shit. Like, That's what he tried to do. Really, he just walked around living in the woods doing this shit to everybody. Like, nah, Anthony. Nah.
Anthony went on an expletive-filled rant.
I don't give a shit, buddy. I don't give a shit. I want to speak.
You don't have a right to speak.
I'm gonna fucking speak, buddy.
You speak through your attorney.
No, I'm not gonna speak to him. I'm not gonna cooperate with the public defender's office anymore. So that's the decision on that one.
When the
Anthony.
Judge cautioned him, Anthony lost it and slammed the walls of his holding cell.
Come over here, little chump.
Oh, Anthony wanted to smoke.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Charge that, mother. You and your mama.
After that outburst, the next time Anthony was in court, he was rolled into court, restrained to a chair, and wearing a spit hood. A jury found him
Damn, my boy looking like he was the Mad Bomber or something. Like,
guilty of 5 burglary charges and 1 of the attempted charges for shooting at a man.
oh, so they try to hit him with attempt murder just for shooting at people?
And days before he murdered Tristan, Anthony was sentenced to 119 years in prison.
Damn.
Anthony,
You know what? Let me ask y'all a question. Why do they be giving people 150 years, 3 life sentences, 200 years? Like, why you think that shit is, yo? Talk to me, no slacking fam. Why y'all think that is? Why y'all think that is? I'll give you a little second to think about that. Why you think it is to give people 3 life sentences, 100 years, 150 years, 200 years, 300 years? Like, why you think they do shit like that? Why, Buck Breeze? Why they do shit like that? I'm gonna tell you some weird shit. Do you think that they know something we don't know on a deeper level? Because why? Or should I say, how would you think it's possible for somebody to serve 3 life sentences? Or for somebody to even serve 150 to 200 years? And let's just link that with how when they shoot somebody, the police, when they shoot somebody, run up on them, they still put the handcuffs on him. They know he dead. He unalive. He gone. He gone. But they'll put handcuffs on him still. You think that's all connected? So when I say know something that we don't know, it gotta be something deeper, man. Is there what? Do they think they out here killing and locking up aliens, or I ain't gonna say aliens, just like some crazy, I don't know, like it's something going on, because why would you get 3 life sentences, 100 years? They know if you, how you gonna give a person that's 50 years old 200 years? People not living past 100 like that. It's like rare to see somebody, you see somebody that's 100 years old, you be happy for them. And you know what? Most of the time, if somebody done did a murder at 20 and they done reached 100, they gonna be so old, you probably be like, let them go. So like, if they even reach to live that, you know what I mean? I do understand jail preserves the body in a way and all that bull crap, but like, who's able to serve all of this time? I need to know. I'm just saying.
Rhoda leached off of others till he left someone dead, kind of like Anthony Suggs. Unfortunately, 4 friends didn't know that when they got into his car one night. Number 7,
Oh shit, Anthony Suggs, what the hell you done did? Yo, this dude look a little familiar. Don't you like a regular dude you just see at the store buying Lucy's or something? You know what I'm saying? He happened to be there getting some Lucy's. He's like, what's up, brother? Like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Antoine Suggs. Antoine Suggs was charged with 4 counts of second-degree with intent. On September 12, 2021, a farmer stumbled across a black Mercedes SUV in a cornfield in rural Dunn County, Wisconsin. Inside the car, he found the bodies of 4 people. They'd all been shot to death. The police...
What the hell, Anthony? You tripping.
Police would later identify them as 30-year-old Jasmine Sturm, her brother, 26-year-old Matthew Pettis, her boyfriend, 35-year-old Lois Foreman III, and her friend, 30-year-old Natosha Flug Presley. None of them lived in the area, and police were certain they'd been left there.
They gave his ass a ride. Did he break out of jail or something?
By whoever killed them. In the car, they found a license that belonged to Antoine.
Whoa! Oh, I understand now. That was a different picture they showed at first. This picture right here explains everything he did. Am I wrong? Cause my boy, like, he is fresh off a crack pipe. Like about 8 of them. All night long. No sleep. Nothing. Not caring about nothing. He ain't trying to eat nothing, drink nothing. That's it. That's it.
Antoine Suggs. Antoine pleaded not guilty. He took the stand in his defense and claimed
Of course
that
he
the
would.
group had planned to rob him. Natosha, who was seated in the front seat, had drawn out a gun and had been punched in the back of the head, but he managed to get the gun from her and killed them all.
So Shorty pulled out the Stratty Yaddy and he took it and killed them all. They probably was giving him a ride somewhere and he maybe could have talked crazy or a little argument came about. You think? Why would they give him a ride anyway? Let's figure this out.
The police investigation says otherwise. The police traced the 4 victims to Shamrock Grill and Pub on St. Paul's West 7th Street, an Irish bar in Minnesota. At 1 a.m., Jasmine and her boyfriend Loyes were hanging out with her brother Matthew on the patio of the bar. Then they left for the bar right across, the White Squirrel Bar. Shortly after, Natosha came in with Antoine. An employee at the bar saw the two arguing and overheard Antoine saying something about having 6 children, and this happens every time he comes back to Minnesota to see her. Natosha's family also recognized Antoine as the man who came to see her anytime he flew in from Scottsdale.
Oh shit. Shit gets deeper. This a nigga homegirl was fucking with. They got into an argument, pulled out the Stratty on him. He decided to take it, he got rid of them all. No witnesses. My boy's looking crazy on that other picture. See, he don't look like that right here. Right here, he looked real normal. And that other picture, he was looking like I just told you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That must be what the jail time did for him.
Arizona. They all got into a black Mercedes and left. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Shortly after 3 p.m., Loyer saved Antoine's number in his phone. At 3:30 p.m., cell phone data showed that the Mercedes had pulled to a stop at a Speedway gas station. Bullets found on the road meant this is likely where Antoine shot and killed the 4. 18 minutes later, a surveillance video captured the black Mercedes and Natosha's body was slumped over the front passenger seat of the car. 30 minutes later, he placed a call to his father, Darren Lee McWright. Over the call, Antoine told
his damn father looked younger than him.
His father that he'd snapped and killed a couple of people. Half an hour later, father and son met up. Antoine asked his dad to follow him in his vehicle, so he
I get father and son right here. I get that. I get that. What about tripping? Is it the bud? Am I hot? Let's hold up. Hold up.
Lee McWright. Over the call, Antoine told his father that he'd snapped and killed a couple of people. Half an hour later, father and son met up. Antoine.
Okay, just want to make sure I wasn't tripping. Just want to make sure I was not tripping, okay? Okay, this is father, though, okay? And this is son. Just so y'all ain't confused how I'm confused at the moment. Because this looking like father and this looking like son, all right? But, or fucking brothers, at least. Shit.
Antoine asked his dad to follow him in his vehicle so he'd have a ride back once he dumped the
That's him before the drugs. I'm telling you right now. Look like father used to fuck around too, and then he chilled out or something. Cause this is like this is Pop's mug shot right here. He was a wild one. He must have taught him something, and he just took it the whole extreme. You know how that go.
Mercedes. The two drove across state lines into Wisconsin. Antoine in the Mercedes and Darren closely following in his Nissan. The surveillance video showed Natosha still slumped in the same position. It was almost
They try to get rid of the body now.
almost 10 a.m. when Antoine pulled up at a fuel station and casually walked in to buy cigars and $50 of gas. His dad's Nissan pulled up beside him. 30 minutes later,
This is how people always get knocked off. You doing all that extra shit, doing all that running around. And don't you know everywhere you go, you on camera? You know what I'm saying? You stopping here, you stopping there, man. You on camera, using that cell phone, ping towers, all that shit. You know what I mean? They got you, B.
Mercedes and Nissan crossed the Minnesota and Wisconsin border. Minutes will pass, and the lone Nissan would head back to Minnesota. 4 hours later, the Mercedes will be found with the 4 bodies. Darren was found guilty of 4 counts of disposing of a body after the
So he mad as hell. He got sent up trying to help his son out with the dumb shit he did. His son decided to do that dumb shit, decide he want to kill 4 people. And he want to call him. And he decided to come and not help him. Well, he did help him get rid of the body, basically. But he really probably came just to pick him up. Like, all right, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But what dude should have did was left the bodies on himself and then call him to pick him up and be out to Minnesota. Nigga, you done brung him in it, and now y'all both going down. Life. Stupid.
fact, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He continues to deny no.
Oh, 5 years? He got 5? Okay, he all right.
There were any bodies in the car. Antoine also continues to claim that
5 years? And then Antoine playing not guilty too? And they was on cameras like motherfucker. They got it all. You know what I'm saying? 5 years? Yeah, for real. Yo, man. Yo, jump in the comments, man. Let me know which one y'all like better. Let me know which crime you think was the most bizarre. You know what I mean? Them shits was all crazy. Like, especially like dude putting his family in a dog kennel and all that. Like, all that shit was wild. Like, the Russian lady. Like, that shit was wicked, man. Yo, jump in the comments, man. No slacking fan. I'll let your boy, man. Let me know which one y'all thought was better. You heard me? Yo, it's your boy Buck Breeze. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. It's bad for your health. Yeah, I'm a shake born shake time. So you know I gotta slide. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta get to the bag and all that. So get at your boy, man. Become part of the family if you ain't part of the family already. You heard me? No slacking. Let's go.
Yo, what up, fam? Heard you was trying to get in touch with me.
Yeah, shit real, you gotta sit down and discuss with me. How these niggas are disgusting me. Talking about they want the block and they busting heat.
What, man? Them niggas breathing is a luxury. They don't really want the beef. I send slugs for a month they bleed.
Fuck it, I'm on the block on the humble B. Waiting for any nigga trying to stun on me. I got the black 38 and I wanna squeeze.
Yeah, I feel that. What, the young boys are OGs?
Yeah, they old heads with old bread. Rocking the king, going king with bald heads. Talking about they was born head.
Fuck around, get carved on the stone head. What, did them niggas
hell nah, niggas came through with a little Mac. Talking about you better watch your back. And peeled off in some low ass act.
Why you ain't cock back, murk and flip that?
I'd rather break it one by one like Kit Kat.
Where exactly on the block you at?
I'm in the middle building, top floor apartment on top of black.
Aight, my nigga, I copy that. Don't let crack stick on.
We open shop,
get a block and get them bricks gone.
I ball out first,
but I work when them chicks gone.
I'll be there before I ever put a stitch on. Tap on pot,
don't let crack stick on.
We open shop,
get a block and get them bricks gone.
I ball out first,
but I work when them chicks gone.
I'll be there before I ever put a stitch on.
Yo, what up, man?
Yeah, I hope you on your P's and Q's. The funny niggas be the one to make them sneaky moves.
Does he keep his jewels? Cause I eat his food. For the bling of squeeze so soon as he make a move. You hear about the shots make during the evening news. Talking about he was only home a week or two.
I don't think them niggas knew who they was speaking to. I already knew he was Crip soon as I picked the blue. I seen him trying to tuck his flags when I was peeping through.
Got the thing on me now, fuck it, let's approach the crew.
Matter of fact, they posted by the park by the phone booth.
As we walked up, we both screamed, what up, dude? I seen it in his eyes, ain't ready to shoot.
Talking about his OG, ain't trying to get loot. And he don't want no side bets, he wanna eat with the crew. And he got a little team, yeah, he trying to make moves.
And they got a little block they want us to supply too. I put up a brick in that low act cool.
Used to be a baller,
now your ass back in the stoop.
Teflon pot,
don't let crack stick on.
We open shop,
get a block, get them bricks gone.
I ball out first,
but I work when them chicks gone.
I'll be there before I ever put a snitch on. Teflon pot,
don't let crack stick on.
We open shop,
get a block, get them bricks gone.
Ball out first,
but I work when them chicks gone.
I'll be there before I ever put
put a stitch on. Few months somebody's niggas started acting funny. Fucked up our money and I heard they pitching dummies.
Niggas looking bummy, you can tell that they hungry. I'm about to wrap these niggas up like a mummy.
That's what it is, straight back for they ribs, Mac for they wig, it's a rap for them kids.
Yeah, it's been a couple days, man, these niggas ain't hit the jack. I'm on the track with the Mac like where they at. I wanna know where the bricks or the money at.